WBC have released the list of all the fighters who have been removed from their rankings after refusing to sign up for their 365 body drug testing program. Now, the reason why I'm disclosing this information, because I already disclosed this information before and it got swept under the rug. Just like Errol Spence Jr. being on this list got swept under the rug. Now, I don't want this to be about the other fighters, but I just want to make a point. Now, Canelo Alvarez got dropped from the rankings in 2018, as well as Gerald Miller, as well as Amir Khan, as well as Manny Pacquiao, right? And Gerald Miller. Now, 4 of those fighters, Canelo Alvarez, Amir Khan, Lamont Peterson, and Gerald Miller, they all got busted for steroids. But Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao did not. You wonder why? Because they're Heyman guys. Once you're a Heyman guy, you could lose a belt tomorrow and then gain a belt tomorrow. You can lose a belt today and then fight for a belt tomorrow, right? Heyman guys, they get opportunities that they don't deserve, and it's a lot of corruption that goes on with the PBC. And the reason for that is because Al Heyman is a very powerful entity in the boxing world, and we're all aware of that, right? So Errol Spence Jr. refused to take the drug test in 2018 and then fought Kell Brook for the IBF belt. And we all know that the IBF, they don't do drug testing. So he fought under sanctioning bodies that does not do drug testing at all. But the WBC did, and he refused to take a drug test for the WBC cleaning program and got dropped from the rankings, but later fought under a sanctioning body, the IBF, that does not do drug testing. Have you guys ever wondered why a guy that could be 190 pounds, right, make 147 after car accidents, after detached retina, after all of these stuff that done happen to Errol's 2 car accidents at that, and then you still be able to make weight? Have you ever wondered why a guy that drinks a lot, that lives an unhealthy lifestyle, is able just to make weight? Now, the body does not work like that. If you're growing, you can't just be cutting weight without breaking down. So you see Errol Spence Jr. show a lot of strength in all of those fights that he's fighting, right? And you wonder how he does it, how he cut that much weight being so big and not living a healthy lifestyle and still be able to conquer his opponents. It's 2 reasons. Steroids, that's number 1, right? You got steroids that can make you cut weight at a rapid pace and be stronger, right? And that's what clenbuterol does, just like what Canelo Alvarez got busted for. Now, that's one reason. I don't want to make this video too long. I just need answers. I need somebody to comment onto why Errol Spence Jr. got dropped from the WBC rankings for refusing to take steroids, refusing to take the drug test. Why would you do that unless you're on something, right? And it's only right. It only makes sense as to why he's able to be out for that long and then make weight and go from a fat man to a lean and mean. No, it doesn't work like that. The body does not work like that. It doesn't work like that unless you're taking something that you're not supposed to be taking in the sport of boxing, right? The next reason is because Errol Spence Jr. has been fighting guys like Sean Porter. Sean Porter had 21 fights at the welterweight division. Out of those 21 fights, Sean Porter only knocked out 5 of his opponents. That will make Sean Porter percentage of 23% knockout rate. So Sean Porter is pillow-fisted, right? Now, if you look at one of Terence Crawford's opponent, in Igor Velasquez, Green Machine, as aerosexuals call him, Green Machine has only 2 more fights than Sean Porter at the welterweight division. 23 fights. Out of those 23 fights, the Green Machine knocked out 18 of those opponents. So that will make the Green Machine knockout rate at the welterweight division be at an all-time high, 69%. Right? And remember, he got 2 more fights than Sean Porter. Now we can keep going. Let's look at another one of Errol Spence Jr.'s opponents, Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas only had 15 fights at the welterweight division. Out of those 15 fights, Yordenis Ugas was only able to knock out 5 of those opponents. That will make Yordenis Ugas have a knockout percentage of 35%. You know what you call Yordenis Ugas? Pillow-fisted as well. Now, if you look at one of Terence Crawford's next opponent, Jeff Horn, right? Him and Yordenis Ugas, they both got something in common. They defeated Manny Pacquiao, right? Jeff Horn only had 16 fights at the welterweight division. Out of those 16 fights, Jeff Horn was able to knock out 12 of his opponents. That will make Jeff Horn knockout rate will be at an all-time high of 75%. Now, we could keep on going with Errol Spence Jr.'s resume. We could look at Mikey Garcia. 3 fights, no knockouts, 0%. Lamont Peterson, 5 fights, no knockouts, 0%. Chris Algieri, 25 fights, 9 knockouts, 31%. So Errol Spence Jr. is notoriously getting in the ring with guys that cannot punch. None of these guys can punch. But the Terrence Crawford opponents, they can punch. Now, if you guys believe that Errol Spence Jr. is going to be able to survive 12 rounds with that basic style, with that jab and body work, with a guy that has spectacular foot movement, spectacular IQ, and most important, a knockout rate of 100%. Knock out 10 of his 11 opponents. It don't matter who he fought, because Sean Porter fought Sebastian Formella and he wasn't able to knock him out. And we could go down Yordenis Ugas list, then we could go down Danny Garcia list. Like, we're gonna mention him too. 9 fights at the welterweight division, only 4 knockouts. That would be a percentage of 44. You're not respectable. You don't punch hard at all. So Errol Spence Jr. has been getting in ring with guys that cannot punch. And July 29th is going to show when Terrence Crawford knock him out. 100% knockout rate. Knocked out every last one of his opponents at the welterweight division. Errol Spence Jr. has never seen power like this. So when you talk and you make assessments about these guys, you got to make sense and you got to come with receipts as to why these guys will win. Now I'm gonna be making a full assessment on their skills and their weaknesses, and if Terrence Crawford's skills exploit Errol Spence Jr.'s weaknesses, and if Errol Spence Jr.'s skills exploit Terrence Crawford's weaknesses, you're gonna have to wait for that video. But you guys see what I got for y'all. Y'all ladies and gentlemen see what I got for y'all. Errol Spence Jr. has been fighting guys that literally cannot punch. Go down his resume and you see what I'm talking about. They probably had knockouts at lower weight divisions and at higher weight divisions, but their knockout percentage at 147 is very, very bad. And you can't say the same for Terrence Crawford opponents. Now, hit that like button. Share this video if you enjoy this content. Hit that subscription button, and I'm out.